So, welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. We are going to get started on our Chapter 3 quiz review. So, if we go into Schoology, we'll see it due today. It will also be found in today's folder for Thursday, the 6th. So, already see here that means some people have started, which is great. If you haven't started yet, no big deal. That's what today's for. So right away, we're just going to start. This is asking us to expand this. Honestly, not too much I need to do here. I'm not going to bother to really formally write down the work and actually save it for you guys. So it says the ln of x squared times y. Well, remember, multiplication gets split as addition, so that'd be ln of x squared plus the ln of y. That squared can come out as a coefficient, 2 ln of x plus the ln of y. This one actually isn't too bad to just type out, hey guys. I mean, we are doing a review, so I'll leave it up to them.
You want to see me read? He's free for spot. So would you like to interview? It's about how women's body types are viewed in today's society. Sure. Black 5? No, like right now. She's in my block 5, so I can. Thank you, Ezra.
Yep. So I could actually type these steps out if I wish. You don't have to do all that with this. Honestly, the end answer will be enough. So if you just typed in that last line, that's great. Oh, my bad. I thought I fixed you yesterday. I'll make sure I get that for you done. Okay. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I thought I marked you right. But yeah, cool. Thank you. So we can type it like this. If you just want to do that last line, that's fine. I get this expanding and condensing can be pretty fast. So that's it. Even if you just typed in, like I said, this, I'll give you that 100% credit for that. Okay. Next one. So again, same idea. Remember, if you have like the square root of y, that can be rewritten as y to the 1/2 power. So that's how I'm going to think about this. So you can start splitting up as the log of x plus the log of y to the 1/2. So I'm just doing that rewrite of my square root. And then that will be minus the log of z cubed. So then we have those exponents. We can bring those out in front. So this will be the log of x plus 1/2 the log of y minus 3 times the log of z. So you could just again type that out, or if you're doing this on scrap paper, we can be doing a take a picture and upload it method too. I do have that, do have the subscripts and superscripts there on this and the math type to help you, but this actually isn't too hard to just type out without any of that. 1/2. Sorry, have a student coming in. There we go. The log of y minus 3 times the log of z. So all we had to do Again, we're just expanding that using those rules. The next two problems we're going to condense. So again, with condensing, we're just going in the reverse direction of this. So any coefficients I see come inside as powers, and addition comes together as multiplication, subtraction comes together as division. That's it. Well, problems got slightly out of order. I'm sorry about that. Okay, this one's solving. Not a big deal that they got slightly out of order. We'll do the solving ones. I think the condensing ones accidentally got shuffled on the review to problems 7 and 8. On the test, I believe they should be 3 and 4, but hey, you have the skills to do it. The order they're in shouldn't matter too much. So with this, these require a little more work. I'm actually going to take the time to write it out here. So this was number 3. This is 4 times 3 to the x minus 67 is equal to 2,403. So first thing I want to do here, I need to get this exponential piece by itself. That's the part I want to isolate right now. So here with this, if I'm trying to isolate, I could start with adding 67 to both sides. I'm just going to pretend that's where the x, well, that's where the x is. I'm going to pretend that almost like 3 to the x is just like x. I'm solving a linear equation. So I add that over, that gives me 4 times 3 to the x is equal to 2,500. Now I'd say, oh, let's divide by 4. That's 3 to the x is going to be equal to, let me grab Desmos quickly. Where'd it go? There we go. Just want to make sure I calculate this right. Divide by 4, 625. I think I made a slight typo on here. Thought I made so it would come out to an even number, but won't. I think I meant to make that base 5 technically, but it really doesn't matter. Because the last step, this is base 3. I need to do log base 3 of both sides. So the log base 3 and the 3 in the exponential cancel out, leaving me with just x equals log base 3 of 625. Now, log base 3 is 625. I think it is unreasonable for me to expect you to have much of an idea what that is without a calculator. So again, we're just going to type that in the calculator in just 1 second. This is my work. So if I was taking the test, what I could do, again, take a picture of this work and upload that work instead of trying to type it all out. I can show us how we can type it out each step, but it's going to be a little bit of a pain. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to type on this one, and then the rest I'm going to say, well, we saw our work there. You guys have been doing a good job with uploading pictures for showing work if that's the easiest way for you. I will show you one way of just typing it in. So let's take a look. So remember to do log with a base. We go to the keyboard, we go to functions, miscellaneous, and we have log base A located at the bottom. So I put the base of 3 in. and that's 625. So I get 5.8599. So that's my answer. So this ends up being approximately 5.8599. I will make sure this work is saved for us and posted along with the video. So, yeah, if I'm taking the time to type this out, I'm going to sit while I type because that's just easier. So I could just type the first line, how it is. Squared minus 67 equals this. That could be like, okay, I need to add 67. I'm just spacing over to line it up to where I want. And then that gave me, so what I'm going to do is copy this just to make my typing a little faster. So this got deleted out because those cancel, and it became this. So then I said, well, I need to divide. Divide by 4 and divide by 4. So then that gave me 3 to the x is equal to 625. And what I'm going to say here, I'm just going to say what I did. Take the log, and I'm going to make it a subscript here. The log base 3 of both sides. So that gives me x equals the log, and that can again click right here to get a little subscript, base 3 of 625, which ends up equaling, was that 5.8599. So that's how we could type this out. That actually wasn't too horrible. But if I'm taking the time to show my work by hand, I have a convenient way to do that. I'm not going to force you to kind of make it redundant like that. If seeing how I did it, just typing it out, you're like, I can just handle doing that instead of writing it down on paper. Fine, that's great. And I will take that just like you handwriting it out. It really doesn't matter to me. Both are viable options. I just want to make sure we see all the different ways to put them in. Okay. This one, again, I'm just going to show my work writing it out. And I'm just going to put my final answer in here. But if I was doing this on the test, I would upload my picture with it as well. Okay. So, with the camera. Okay. So number 4 says that log base 4 of x minus 7 plus 8 is equal to not 128, 12. So again, I'm going to just work on getting this by itself. So if it has a plus 8 here, the first thing I want to do is subtract 8 from both sides. So that gives me the log base 4 of the quantity x minus 7 is equal to 4. So now, this x minus 7 is all trapped inside of the log. So basically what I'm going to do is rewrite everything to the 4th power. Or sorry, to a base of 4. So the log and the log base 4 cancel. And over here is 4 to the 4th. 4 to the 4 should be 256. Let's double check that. Again, 4 to the 4th power. Yep, 256. And then this is rather easy to finish up, right? We could just add 7 to both sides, and we get x equals 263. Try and get that so it's all visible at once. There we go. So 263 is just my answer here. I'm just going to write the answer for this. X equals 263. On the test, I do expect to see your work shown. And I don't care if you're uploading a picture or typing it out. Number 5 is another one we need to solve. Okay. So number 5 says 4 times the ln of x cubed minus 3 is equal to 21. So right away, I'm looking at this as my x that I need to isolate. So now we go, oh, let's just add 4 to both sides. Not add 4, silly me, add 3. It's a minus 3, not a minus 4. So get the coefficient in front, so that'd be 4. Actually, wait. I forgot one little trick to make life a little easier here for us. I have this x or x cubed here. I can bring that out as a coefficient. 3 times 4 is 12. So I can think of this as 12 times the ln of x minus 3 equals 21. Sorry, I know I went slightly backtrack there. How I was about to go, we could have taken the cube root. We'll get the same answer. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's easier to bring this out in front as a 3 and go from there. Okay, then I can add 3 to both sides, giving me 12 times the natural log of x equals 24. Divide by 12, and we get the ln of x is equal to 2. So now that's going to end up becoming, basically I do base e to both of them. So the e and the ln cancel out, just leave me with x equals e squared. E squared, again, that's just going to require the calculator. So let me pull that up. E squared, and there we go. So that is equal to 7.3891. So again, if I'm doing this on the test, I'm taking a picture of this and uploading that. Just for time's sake, I'm just going to type in what the answer was. Yeah, so I could be like x equals, if you wanted to put it in as e squared, you could. But I'd also like that decimal so you have an idea of what that value is, 7.3891. 7.8391. So look, I get that these decimals are not going to be like, these numbers aren't numbers. Oh, it's 3, 8, not 8, 3. These are numbers that aren't going to be easy to identify or be like, oh, I know what that is. Off the top of my head, you're going to need to use the calculator. I get it. Okay, this is our last solving problem. This is going to be our most complex solving problem. We're going to get a decimal in the middle of it. We're just going to roll with it, okay? So this is number 6. It says 3 times e to the 4x plus 2 plus 7 equals 31. So again, I just want to get this by itself. I could start by subtracting 7 from both sides, giving me 3 times my e to the 4x minus 2. That's what I'm isolating, is equal to 24. Divide by 3, divide by 3, and we get e to the 4x minus 2 is equal to 8. Since it's a base of e, that tells me to take the natural log of both sides. So the e and the natural log cancel out, leaving me with 4x minus 2 equals the ln of 8. Now we can take the time to evaluate the ln of 8 here, or we could just keep solving and type the whole thing into Desmos. I'm just going to keep solving and type the whole thing in, just so I have less rounding happening. Go start by adding 2, and that leaves me with 4x equals the ln of 8 plus 2. That plus 2 can't do anything with the ln of 8 because there's no ln on the 2. I could just divide everything by 4 here. And that will give me x equals, now I just need to put this into Desmos. The ln of 8 plus 2 all divided by 4. So it was a big fraction, so it's the ln of 8 plus 2 divided by 4. So I just typed that in just how it was. So that's 1.0199. Like I said, I like you to go 4 decimal places. I need a minimum of 2. But 4 would be preferable. Not seeing any questions in the chat. You guys in front of me look like, okay, I got this. So that is probably going to be the hardest problem on the quiz, one like this. The next 2, we are just going to go back to condensing. Those were originally intended to be problems 3 and 4. It did not save the order of me moving them up. So if I want to condense this, this is addition, so it condenses with multiplication. So it would be the ln of 2x plus 5 times the quantity x minus 3. Now, if we FOIL this out, I'm going to do that very quickly. I'm going to show that it doesn't look much simpler than how it was, so either answer would be acceptable. Because this would be like the ln of, that's 2x squared. That's going to be 2x times 3, let's say is 6x plus 5x will be negative x. And then 5 times negative 3, negative 15. Between the red and the blue answer, they both look about equally simple, right? This one, the red versus the blue here, I'm not seeing much difference. It's not like the blue, I could do anything special with it because I had no way of breaking up subtraction inside a log or addition inside a log. So I'm going to say, let's be a little bit lazy as mathematicians. I'm not even going to bother with the blue answer where I FOILed that out. I'm just going to stick with the original because so that was the ln of the quantities x plus 5 times x minus 3. And there we go. That was just faster to type for me, so I went with it. Because I know just typing the square can be a small little pain. So I'm just trying to keep my life easy here. And that's it. Got one more problem after this, and then that is our review. Okay, this one, we have a few things going on. Now, this has a power that's going to be a fraction. We can, oh, geez. Okay, I need to edit that so I can do subscripts and superscripts. I will get that fixed up right after this class. So we're just going to have to kind of type this a slightly more pain in the butt way, but it's okay. So all the coefficients come inside as powers. So that's the ln of x to the 1/4 power plus the ln of y cubed minus the ln of z to the 5th. Now, addition comes together as multiplication, subtraction comes together as division. So this overall is going to be the ln of x to the 1/4 times y cubed all over z to the 5th. Or if you want to, you can rewrite x to the 1/4 power as the 4th root. So we could say the 4th root of x times y cubed all divided by 5. Both, or not 5, z to the 5th. Both those answers are equivalent. So how I could type this out if I don't have like subscripts and all that fancy stuff. So you could just write it out like this, take a picture and upload it. The upload option, I thought I had turned it on this problem. I guess I didn't. I will get that fixed in the next few minutes. If I could just type it all in, like the ln of, okay, then I have my whole numerator. So x to the 1/4 power times y to the 3rd. I put that all in parentheses and said divided by z to the 5th. And that's it. So 8 questions for our chapter 3 tests. I know we did a little bit of stuff with graphing, just because graphing is a little bit of a pain sometimes on the virtual world like this. Again, I'm just let those questions off. So stop recording.